There has never been a greater time than now to invest in the Metro Detroit area, and there is no other investment firm better qualified than Platinum Real Estate Holdings. With 40 years experience and over 1,000 homes sold, let Platinum Real Estate Holdings assist you with the purchase of a city-certified home of the highest quality, turnkey properties, screen renters, yielding instant cash flow. Well, what are you waiting for? Call or visit us online today. Welcome to the weekly recap for the week of January 30th. In today's recap, we will talk about 3 critical keys to a successful refi for the BRRRR strategy. And lastly, we will share 5 big issues distressed properties hide and how to detect them. This week's recap begins now. Here are 3 critical keys to a successful refi from BiggerPockets contributor and investor Matt Faircloth, utilizing the buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat, also known as the BRRRR strategy. Many factors are important to be successful at this. A source of capital is needed to fund the purchase and renovations. A reliable contractor is needed to do your renovations. And a banking relationship is needed to provide the takeout financing. Along with all these things, the refinance phase can be a deal maker or deal breaker. The key to that phase is getting the right valuation so that you can recoup your capital and repeat. The pivotal point in the refinance is the appraisal. To ensure you get the right value, Matt wants us to consider the following 3 tips for a successful refinance. Number 1, make sure the income approach is used. Most appraisers use what's called the market approach on an appraisal. This is looking at the local real estate market for completed sales within a specific time frame to determine the value. Real estate slang for this is running comps or comparable sales. The sales they're comparing your property to may not be as profitable. The income approach factors in the profitability of the deal, looking at the net operating income and applying a cap rate to come up with the value. If your deal is a good one, the income approach will typically show you a higher value than the market approach. Number 2, break out your construction cost. You want to make sure the bank and the appraiser see that you did significant work on the property to increase its value. The best way to convey that is to show them a detailed scope of work for your renovations. If you did any work on the property yourself, be sure to show some value for that. Include a construction management fee on your deals to compensate for that oversight. This fee could be taken as a payment or contributed as equity in the deal. But Matt says he makes sure to show the dollar value in his budget. And lastly, number 3, make sure to attend the appraisal. You know where the value is in your deal. You know the key points that should be considered in the refinance. And you know all the work that was performed better than anyone else. It makes sense for you to attend the appraisal to ensure that the deal is presented in the best light. Next up, Rehabbers Beware. 5 big issues distressed properties hide and how to detect them. These tips come from BiggerPockets contributor Kevin Perk. Distressed properties, those that need serious rehab and repair, are where the ability to add value lies. Most of the time, bought in what is termed as-is condition. This means that the seller is not warranting anything related to the condition of the property. In other words, buyer beware. The things that you cannot see will often not show themselves until after you purchase the property and begin the rehab job. Once you start removing old drywall and ripping up tiles or simply turn on the utilities, these hidden problems will become apparent. Here are 5 big issues distressed properties hide and how to detect them. Number 1, termites and carpenter ants. These bugs can really do some damage if they're left to do their thing for long enough. Heck, they can even be long gone, but leave behind enough damage to cause serious concerns. Severe termite damage can leave you nothing to screw the new drywall into. Here are some clues you can look for. Rotten wood is an obvious one. Other clues can include thin tubes of mud running up a wall, small piles of sawdust in odd places, and tiny holes in wood or walls. If you sense something may be hiding, try punching a screwdriver in the wall. Does it go right through? If it does, or you see any of the above, proceed with caution. Number 2, water damage. Water can be really sneaky. However, if you look in the right place and know what to look for, it can be obvious. Here are 3 tips about water damage and how to find if you have a problem. A. Lightly bounce on the floor near the toilet, tub, and all sinks. If there is any give, investigate further. B. Look under the house. If you can, take a high-powered flashlight. Are there standing pools of water or discolored joints? Ask why and investigate further. And finally, C. Look for mold. Mold needs moisture. If you see mold, again, ask why and investigate. Number 3, sewer line collapse. Sewer lines do not last forever. Tree roots and things flush down the toilet eventually do them in. The trouble is, they are underground and you cannot see them. There are clues, however, which may tip you off. First, look for signs of obvious digging in the yard where a sewer line might be. Second, look for green grass in an otherwise brown yard. Third, look for small depressions or holes in the yard, as a broken sewer line often creates a sinkhole. Finally, if you see a neighbor, ask them if they know anything. This works great on other issues as well. Number 4, leaking plumbing. Leaks can be hard to detect. They may be behind walls, under the house, or even underground. If the utilities are turned off, there is really no way to determine how leaky the plumbing system is until you get them on after you buy the property. If you do have utilities on, check for leaks by finding the water meter. Take a look at it. Is the meter spinning or still? If spinning, there is water running somewhere. Make sure everything is turned off and try again. Still spinning? You have a leak. If you can't find it in the house, it may be underground. Look around in the yard for puddles or running water, as your water line may be corroded. And lastly, number 5, electrical and natural gas issues. These may not be as common as a leaky pipe, but they can be a lot more dangerous. These problems can be relatively minor and easy fixes, but they can be expensive, especially if a plumber has to search and search for that gas leak. These hidden items have the ability to crimp your rehab budget and throw you off schedule. Prepare for them. Budget extra for these hidden issues. Kevin says, add about 10% of the total rehab budget to an oops factor. Thus, if you think it'll take $20,000 to rehab a property, add $2,000 to the budget for hidden items. It gives you peace of mind knowing that it's there. Well, that's this week's recap. Did you find this recap helpful? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for listening and have a great day. This has been your weekly real estate investment news recap. Did you find this recap helpful? Please like or comment below this video to enter to win a free copy of our ebook, The Ultimate Real Estate Guide for Residential Real Estate Investments. You can also subscribe to our channel or go to our website to receive the latest in real estate news. Our website also affords you the opportunity to view our latest turnkey properties.